So you're very welcome to this video. And in this short video, we'll talk a little bit about why you might want to engage with top postgraduate studies in the Faculty of Education at Mary Immaculate College. We'll talk a little bit about what the experience is like and all of the various offerings that we have available to you. And we'll also talk a little bit about fees for those of you that are interested in doing research work. So there's many reasons why people engage in our postgraduate programs. Some people want to make themselves more employable. They want to look at different career options, maybe moving into education or moving into positions within education. Some people just have a particular topic they're very interested in and they really want to explore it a little bit more. So some people might be interested in the area of wellbeing, others literacy, some digital ed, and that. So they want to know a little bit more about this, particularly given new curricular changes that are taking place at the moment. Some of them want to develop a formal knowledge and understanding of maybe theories and how it influences their teaching. Some want to know a little bit about how to make their teaching better or how to make their leadership approaches better. Several people take our programs for career development. So some want to progress into leadership roles, others want to progress into different roles, such as delivering professional learning for educational staff or looking at policy roles. So they might pursue postgraduate studies to enable them to provide a step up in their career. Some people find the classroom quite isolating and they want to extend their network, so they join postgraduate studies to meet other similar-minded people. Others to increase their salary potential or look for other opportunities. And some people, all of the above. Some people just love learning, like myself. I've always enjoyed learning and I'm an eternal student, so I would constantly be doing courses or engaging in further studies. So sometimes it's just the love of learning that people engage in postgraduate studies. But the point is, I suppose people come for all different reasons. Some of those mightn't even, fit the bill in terms of why you're returning to education, but the people do come with a clear idea of where they want to go. And within our programs, we don't just look at specific disciplines, specific skills, we look at you as a whole person. So in addition to the specific subject area you develop, we also develop skills in self-awareness and looking at your own professional learning needs. So some of the modules get you to reflect on your practices, maybe your leadership approaches or your approaches to doing certain things, and identify areas of improvement or enhancement for yourself. A lot of the modules would require you to do some sort of research, be it looking at policies, maybe doing research on within your classroom, maybe looking at papers or approaches to delivering a particular subject area. We also develop areas in personal effectiveness. So we try to encourage people to be flexible and open-minded, not just look in their own specific context, but look at other levels of education, other subject areas, other countries, look at what they're doing and maybe how you might be able to incorporate in their own practice. Communications skills are developed. So a lot of the assignments are about verbally articulating your learning or creatively expressing your learning through reflection, recorded videos, essay, academic style writing, legal style writing. So there's different ways we encourage your communication. We also provide lots of opportunities for you to meet your peers, network, talk to others from different backgrounds, similar backgrounds. We bring a lot of external speakers that, give their perspectives and give you an opportunity to meet those. And also we look at career management. So a lot of our focus is picking assignments that will help you to progress to where you want to go, looking at topics that will give you that edge should you go to interview and give you opportunities, things to speak about, if you're going for different roles. MIC learning experience. So we operate an inclusive learning environment and we align to UDL principles. So we're very flexible in our approach in terms of how we deliver content. Most of the content in modules is available in multiple forms. You've multiple ways of learning. So midweek sessions might be asynchronous or pre-recorded. Some of the live sessions are streamed and recorded. Weekends can be on campus, but sometimes depending on the what's being delivered. It can also be recorded and streamed. Also, the assessments, we look at multimodal assessments. We're not all about academic writing. There's different approaches to assessment, and some lectures will give you a choice. And again, in terms of motivation, we do try to appeal to individuals' reasoning for engaging in a programme and provide choice in terms of the topics you want to explore within your assessment. We try to provide a transformative learning experience. We try to look at the whole person, as I said, give you opportunities to talk to your peers, but also look at your professional context and the ability to make change within your context. So critically look at practices, schools, areas for change or reform, and how you can make a difference there to support agency. You also look at the broader educational context, as I said, not just your own classroom, but whole school approaches, look at things internationally and how you can adopt those in your own practice. We provide a connected experience, so there's lots of opportunities to engage in your peers. We have external speakers from internationally and other professionals within your context. You connect to yourself because you try to understand where you are, where you want to go and how to get there. And we do a lot of work on policy and how it relates to your own practice and how it influences your practice. So overall, that learning experience involves providing a wide range of learning activities that you engage in. So we have formal lectures, there's peer learning or collaborative learning activities. Saturdays are usually workshop styled where you're actively doing stuff. You're presenting your work. We have visiting speakers. We have seminars, we have drop-in research clinics in academic writing. When you're doing your dissertation, you get an individual supervisor or academic mentor in addition to research clinics and workshops. And also, of course, there's independent learning. That's a major part of postgraduate studies, where there's a lot of self-directed learning because you're initiating a lot of the learning in that environment. So we aim to provide a very holistic learning environment. In total, we have a wide range of programmes within the Faculty of Education, ranging from certificate to doctorate level. So these are currently the programmes that are available. You can see there's a graduate certificate and diploma in autism studies. There's a graduate diploma in adult and further education and special needs education. And there's also a graduate diploma, a graduate certificate diploma and MEd in digital leadership that provide opportunities for you to progress, and also middle leadership. And then we have several MEd programmes. We have MEd programmes in educational leadership and management, leadership of wellbeing, literacy education, and we also have a general Masters of Education that provides opportunities for you to specialise. We have an MEd in global citizenship and sustainability, and then we have our flagship doctoral programme in education and child psychology. And I think the closing date for that might be past this year, but there will be an intake hopefully next year. So this is kind of our overarching program. This is a new program. It's our Masters of Education. So within the Masters of Education, you have opportunities to specialise in particular areas such as STEM, music, religious education, education and the law, instructional leadership, early childhood education, bilingual education, child protection, digital education, professional learning, leading wellbeing, and philosophy of children. So there's a wide range here. If you're choosing a specialism, you have 3 core modules. These are national and international trends in education. That gives you the broader international perspective education policy. We have systematic approaches to practitioner research, which involves evidence-based approaches to your specialism of interest. And we also have inclusive education that looks at the different elements in relation to inclusive education. So, for example, if you're doing the STEM specialism, you might look at interdisciplinary approaches to STEM inclusion, or you might look at gender and STEM within that context. So within each of the core modules, there's an opportunity for you to specialise in your particular area. Then there's 3 specialism modules, which are particularly related to your specialism. So for example, if you take a STEM specialism, you have 3 specialism modules in relation to that. And then you also have 3 research modules, which support you to complete your dissertation. Most of the programs are blended delivery, so midweek sessions are usually online or asynchronous, and weekend sessions can be on campus or hybrid, depending on the specialism. We also have an interdisciplinary route. So if you're not sure about a particular area you want to specialise in, you can choose any of modules in any of the specialisms and pick and match. So you might choose a specialism module in STEM, bilingual education, and philosophy with children, and you'll get interdisciplinary Masters of Education. So it provides opportunity for you to tailor the provision should you so which aligns to universal design for learning principles. We have a Master's in Education in Leadership of Wellbeing and Education. This is a 2-year programme, and the objective is to look at leading wellbeing across whole school initiatives. It's particularly prevalent given the new wellbeing curriculum that is currently emerging. It looks at theoretical concepts of wellbeing, but also how to apply it in your practical context, and that's blended delivery. We have an MA in Education, Leadership and Management. Many of the people taking this programme are seeking to progress into leadership roles, either assistant principal, or within the inspectorate, or maybe within IDA. Again, it's a 2-year part-time programme. It provides you the skills to lead within educational environments, within schools, within other contexts as well. So we have had people in early year settings, but also further education and higher education settings. It's hybrid delivery, so that means that midweek sessions are online and weekend sessions are also on campus, online and pre-recorded, so you can choose your mode at weekends. We have a certificate, our MEd in Middle Leadership. This is endorsed by the Centre for School Leadership. So this is for people that want to progress into leadership roles, leadership roles in schools. It's hybrid delivery within our Thurles campus. So it's for mainly weekends and it's hybrid delivery. So that means it's on campus, on our Thurles campus, but also streamed. We have a graduate diploma and MEd in special education. The graduate diploma is a 1-year programme that's sponsored by the Department of Education. It's on campus and it's blocked. Usually the department pay for you, the school have to nominate you, and you get block release and backfill for your post. That's something that you need to look at in conjunction with your school. If you wish to do the Masters, then it's another 1-year programme onto that to complete your dissertation modules. We have a graduate diploma and an MEd in adult further education. So the graduate diploma is a full-time basis over 2 semesters or part-time over 3 semesters. This prepares people to teach in further education contexts, and you can receive teaching and counsel qualification for engaging it. There's a placement element. So what we often have is people with a primary degree in, say, business or, computers, and they might want to teach this within further education contexts. So the programme is largely about how you teach adults, and there's a placement option for that. Placement, you have to source yourself 100 hours in total. If you want to do the Masters, so the Teaching Council accreditation is for the graduate diploma. If you want to do the Masters, again, it's another year onto that. The graduate certificate, diploma and MEd in autism studies, each programme is 1 year. So the cert is 1 year, the diploma is 1 year, and the MEd is 1 year. What it does is it provides students with an understanding of autism and explores areas of overlapping interests, so educational, supportive and behavioural approaches. It's blended, so midweek sessions are pre-recorded and weekend sessions are on campus, and you're required to be on campus for that. This attracts a wide range of people from different backgrounds, ranging from parents with children with autism to people working within autism support services, occupational therapists, psychologists, teachers, and a huge range of people. The MEd in Literacy Education is a 2-year part-time programme. This programme is focused on the development of research, critical thinking and communication skills. There's an interesting element in that there's an international collaboration element with a group in the States. It's a blended delivery, so midweek sessions are online and weekend sessions are on campus. Again, it aligns to primary curriculum that was recently rolled out a number of years ago, and helping to implement that across whole school initiatives. We have an MEd in Digital Leadership and Education, so that's designed for those working in education to look at designing and leading whole school approaches to digital education, and it provides an innovative model. So this programme attracts people from early years, primary school, secondary school, but also higher and further education, because it's a particular area of interest in that area. It's about designing whole institution approaches to the adoption of digital learning. There's a full-time and part-time, and there's also a certificate and diploma. So you can take the program as you wish. The cert is 3 modules, the diploma will be 6 modules, and the master's will be 9 modules, and you can take it on a full-time or part-time basis. So the master's can be taken over 2 years, the graduate diploma can be taken over 2 years, and so on. It's a high flex. So this means midweek sessions are online and pre-recorded. So you've pre-recorded content. You have live sessions midweek, which are online, and weekend sessions once a month, which are on campus, but also streamed and recorded. We have an MEd in Education for Sustainability and Global Citizenship. This can be taken full-time or part-time. So full-time 1 year, part-time 2 years. It's designed for working in education, so a broad range of education sectors, ranging from schools to those working in non-formal education. The focus is on how to support the challenges arising as a result of sustainability and global citizenship. This is on-campus delivery, so it's Tuesday evenings from 6 to 10, and then one Saturday a month, which involves field trips. They made in human rights for equality. So this is a part-time or full-time program, 1 year part-time, 2 years part-time, 1 year full-time. It's designed again for those working in education, formal education, preschool, primary and secondary, and those in non-formal education. It looks at the fundamental role of social justice and human rights and evolving these. And this is a mainly online program. There may be some blended elements for one of the modules, but it's primarily taken online. And then we have the Professional Doctorate in Educational Psychology. This is a program that's highly in demand. It's funded by the department, and people recruited are trainee educational psychologists. It's quite competitive. There's a large number of applications for a relatively small number of places. It's 3 year full time. It involves a practical placement element and also formal training in the area of psychology and conducting research. And it provides you an opportunity to work in educational psychology roles across the educational sector. We also have a number of funding schemes. Usually the cost of full-time study in Mary I is between 5,000 and 14,000, depending on whether you're EU or non-EU and where you're coming from. So there's information on fees there. Most of the Masters of Education program required a second master's degree, either 2-1 or 2-2 undergraduate degree to enter into them. Also, if you're a non-native English speaker, there is an English language requirement. Here's the information on the fees, and also there's some funding support schemes. They're listed here, and the scholarships are listed on the website there if you want to have a look. There's also a President's Scholarship, so some students that were undergraduates in Mary I receive the President's Scholarship to pursue further education study, and they receive an amount of money towards their fees. And then there's also the sports scholarship schemes if you want to have a look at those. Also, if you're interested in pursuing postgraduate studies in that area of doctoral studies, there is a number of schemes available. These are quite competitive, but there's a formal application in April if you're looking for fee waivers or doctoral awards. Again, more information on that on the website. So if you want to see all this information, you can go to the Research and Graduate School as scholarships funding fees there. And also SUSI is another aspect that you can apply for funding or grant assistance to help you with your postgraduate studies. So if you want further information, you can go to the website. There's a lot of programs. The closing date for master's programs is the 27th of June. If you're unsure about anything, or if you'd like to talk to anyone, please contact us for a chat. So you can email pgeeducation@mic.ul.ie. You can also email myself at emma.o'brien@mic.ul.ie, and I can put you in contact with the relevant postgraduate program coordinator. So thanks so much for your time. I'm looking forward to meeting you at the live Q&A sessions in a couple of weeks.